History exams in the year 2300 explain this image. May the power of Christ compel you. Clearly, it's some type of exorcism going on. Yeah, I mean, why haven't we always used holy water guns for this sort of activity? Germans. Oh, I forgot to mention my hair. From Joker to emo, my arc is almost complete. Germans, when a meme references Germany. If you didn't know, clearly the German people are all undead zombies. This is what they do when they smell man flesh. Light Yagami, all I have to do is write your name on the death note and you're dead. People with Polish names. Gonna take them a whole week to figure out how to spell mine. I'm gonna survive for quite a long time. It's a week to just figure out how to spell it, but then it's another week to actually write the whole thing down. Me singing along to Rammstein, my German friend. Amazing. Every word of what you've just said is wrong. Who is Rammstein? Oh, this is like a crazy metal band. This really feels like a band I should have known about years ago. People in 1997 listening to a robotic voice say the same 3 words 144 times. Around the world, around the world. Some artists just be living on easy mode, and Daft Punk was definitely one of those artists. American people when they realize other countries have freedom. But wait a second, I thought that was our #1 export. Why are we invading all these countries if they already have freedom? I just don't understand. No one, Americans in the comments explaining how paying $10,000 every time you break a leg is better than paying taxes. Well, I mean, they would have a point if the last time they've paid taxes was sometime in 2003. POV, you're an iPhone 13 and a tech YouTuber buys you. Will it blend? That was the original version of these YouTubers. New iPhone releases be like, okay, thank you for, oh, wow, I would have never known. It's pretty much the same exact thing. I see no difference here. Well, time to fork over $1,100. Just because I'm European doesn't mean I'm gonna bully Americans on the internet. I mean, I do, but not because I'm European. Every person from Europe has a coming-of-age story like this, just a part of growing up. You just gotta bully the people from Burgerland. The COVID era is nearly over. Just 2 weeks to stop the spread. Just 2 more weeks to stop the spread. Just 2... Men who treat women like objects versus men who treat objects like women. Is that still allowed? Has the council come to a decision on this old tradition? Can you name objects after women? Now I've just got sidetracked. Is talking to objects normal? Okay, I guess they haven't decided on this still. Average fossil fuel fan versus average nuclear power enjoyer. Just as long as that nuclear power plant isn't somewhere in Ukraine. Besides that, very based. How long until it breaks down? Chips, 80 years. No smoke. 10 to 12. Milk carton, 5 years? Me, 1 afternoon. Diapers, 450 years. Batteries, 100. And they make us all so soft nowadays. Imagine not crying for 450 years, though. That sounds like hell. My Chemical Romance music starts playing. 20 to 30-year-olds. That's actually a true story. Just been listening to lots of those old albums. British people on the first day without clouds in 73 years trying to figure out what that bright yellow thing is. Oi, bruv. When I stare into the sky, it burns me eyes. What sort of dark magic could this be? Sega when their fans make a fan game. Nintendo when their fans make a fan game. Literally gets obliterated. You would think they would just stop doing this as a whole. This community should just embrace Sega. Buying YouTube Premium, the pros and cons. There's only one pro, and that is that they will finally leave you alone. Honestly, I don't even get these memes because I have had YouTube Premium. You know, I'm just saying, no matter what I say here, people aren't gonna believe me, so I'm just gonna move on. It's only worth it if you have money to blow. My whole class trying to figure out what equals 2 + 2 × 2. 7-year-old me who knows that it's 8. This is the look of a superior being. He's just filled in a room with a bunch of idiots. Imagine thinking multiplication comes before addition when you can just read left to right. When you get the wrong snack out of the fridge, I'll just put that shit back. There we go. There are the hot Cheetos. So tired of these Doritos. Me saying something bad about Elon Musk. Every Tesla car in the area. So this is how the new assassinations will work. The only thing more terrifying than this is saying something bad about Jeff Bezos and all of a sudden a drone comes down from the sky and rips your head off. The guy who writes the terms and conditions that nobody reads. Literally, the terms and conditions to all these different websites could just be filled with a bunch of yo mama jokes and nobody would know. The last time someone's read something like that has got to be back in 2003, which is weird because that's the tax year. Let's play a game of Millennial Monopoly. The rules are simple. You start with no money, you can't afford anything, the board is on fire for some reason, and everything is your fault. Gen Z getting ready to play Zoomer Roulette. Russian Roulette is so lame, there's not enough action. Also, this game has a much higher chance of winning. I am the Oracle. I can answer any question you ask. Is the letter S or C silent in the word sent? Any question but that. Sent. I would say if we look at historical examples of different English words, it's gotta be the S that's silent. Imagine saying you're living in Spain. I'm always in Spain, but the S is silent. Me at 2 a.m. watching a long thread of two strangers arguing. How is this like more entertaining than some Hollywood movies though? I don't even have a dog in the fight, I just want to see who's gonna win. Me holding in my poop at school so that I can do it properly at home. Especially if what I see on TikTok is actually happening a lot more often in real life, of like the people that go to the bathroom and they start like sniffing. Then they either like tell the guy that it smells real good or they start like stealing his shoes. I don't know, but Gen Z is Americans on their way to storm my profile after making United States bad meme. This is why they get away with it, because every time we try to chase after them, usually we stumble and fall or we get distracted by a McDonald's or a KFC. It's just not fair. Other countries, we made this, you can't take it. England, and this post was brought to you by Norway Gang, it seems. Norway Gang stealing an Italian structure, making fun of England. That is Europe in a nutshell right there. Girl, only interested in short-term relationship. Guy with stage 4 Oh. Okay. Hindus, will you please listen? This isn't a no-no German symbol. People, it is the no-no German symbol. I'd imagine that it's probably not that bad back in India, but yeah, when you take that stuff anywhere to the west, it's gonna be just like this. Water flow from showerhead the day I installed it versus water flow from showerhead 2 months later. Disregard the meme, I'm actually slowly turning into this. This is how I started. This is how I want to be one day. Valve, here's a workshop page for you to publish and download officially supported mods. Sega, you made a mod or fan game. Good work. Come work with us. Nintendo, no, you can't listen to our official soundtrack outside of the game. Here's a $2 million fine. And this is nothing new. Nintendo has always been slow to like the changes. It wasn't even that long ago where you couldn't even monetize Nintendo gameplay. It was like only like 3 or 4 years ago, I thought. And isn't the policy still weird? Don't they still want to cut into it? They literally still living in the year 1889. They have not updated their policies since the start of the company. How come when I don't understand comments, it's always you three? Germany, Brazil, who speaks Portuguese, and Taiwan. Imagine being this alpha Chad dude right here though. He understands every other language. English, Italian, Polish. Shit, he must know a little bit of Swahili. You think since he knows every other language, he'd just figure out these three? These are pretty popular, man. Swearing in English versus swearing in your native language. It'll always come off different. The guy that knows all those languages must be an absolute god from that last one. Frick astrology, type your birthday to find out what Florida did on this day. Florida man, 18th of May. So this is a bit on tongue by rattlesnake type person. Your sign tells me you're probably not gonna live past the age of 7. July 1st, Florida man. My sign is arrested after pelting girlfriend with McDonald's sweet and sour packets. I think this says a lot about my future. The perfect loading screen doesn't exist. Wait a second. You know how much more entertained I'd be with this? I don't care if it takes me 10 minutes to load, I could watch it all day. When the puzzle says 3 to 5 years, but you solve it in 2 days. This man should be given a Nobel Peace Prize. For some reason, I keep buying puzzles that say do it for a couple days, then get frustrated and never finish it. Trade offer, Australia edition. Unrestricted access, surveillance, and control of all your online accounts, while you get a police state rapidly destroying your last remaining freedoms. Ooh. Australians be like, you make me an offer we can't refuse. An empty browser history reveals more than a full one. This is clearly some ancient Chinese scripture. This says a lot about modern society. We live in a society. Canadians usually civil, too polite, and kind. Canadians in ice hockey. Also Canadians when they run out of syrup. I think that's what makes them so docile. Imagine drinking 3 bottles of syrup anyways. Who has time to be all angry? I feel like I'm gonna die. It's like a daily basis for them. Canadians when they realize they're almost as obese as the USA. Just wait, they're gonna take up the mantle with us. Pretty sure we've been pouring extra sugar and fat into those syrup bottles. That's what's helping them catch up to us. In English, we have hospital. In Spanish, we have el hospital. In French, hospital. Whatever the hell the Irish are. Same with the Italian. And then there's German, Krankenhaus. Something doesn't feel right here. But it's okay, little buddy. You can always join in. They're always the odd man out. You are most known for aspirin, beer, bicycles, automobiles, printing press, Protestant Revolution, first mod... Hilter. I've literally seen the same format with the same punchline at least like 3 different times, and that only just confirms how true this meme is. It's actually kind of depressing. The no-no Afghan Navy in 2021. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna compete with that. We are actually so lucky Afghanistan is actually a landlocked country, because if not, we'd be screwed. Say XD one more time. I double dare you. I'm pretty sure that's what happened to all the emo kids that used to say RAR XD, because I don't see them around anywhere, so I'm pretty sure Samuel L. Jackson got to the last one. Me seeing a lot of memes about America lately, and none about China. The turn of the tide has began in the meme war. We need to bring in the reinforcements. Love how simple this one is. No text, but everyone understands. Nobody, Americans, ordering soda. This is actually the one size above the Big Gulp at 7-Eleven. Most people just keep it in their house though, but this is the biggest selling drink. What I have to wear as a medical student versus what I want to wear as a medical student. Imagine you're in the hospital and your doctor walks in like this. I don't know about you guys, but I would be like, I am totally gonna be saved right now. Yeah, I might lose an arm or two, but that's alright. The 4 types of men. The side shooters, the direct shooters. Sometimes you gotta use a sink, gotta do what you gotta do, and then, yeah, the most alpha of all. Imagine being a beta male and having to pee into something. Hungarians be like, €1. Worked all day for this thing. About to get me 1 fry from McDonald's now. And big thanks to the September patrons. Max, Cooper, Majestic Unicorn, I Love Mark, Drewsasussybakachangemymind, Thick Girl, Braxton Girlfriend, Drew's Argentinian Grandpa, BringBackPolandball, AryanAfterHours, Alfonso M6, Barnsky W, Dalton D, Full Send Nic, LuxembourgLover, McBlorf, Mind Brothers 999X2,
Papi Druwu,
Patrick C,
Elijah Senpai,
and Stormtrooper 501. Thank you.